Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow feelings of any worry, stress, or tension to leave your body in your outward breath. As you breathe in and breathe out, become aware of any sensations in your body that you feel are blocking you in some way. I want you to get a sense that sometimes things that seem like they're holding us back may indeed be helping us. I want you to think about the nature of pain. If you were to break an ankle or a finger, the pain is there to protect that part of your body while it's healing. And sometimes if there is a pain related to eating a certain type of food or eating too much, the pain is designed to provide feedback to create changes in the future. If you think about anxiety, when anxiety is working at its best, it's to protect you from dangers that could hurt or harm you in the future. I want you to get a sense that sometimes your body is acting in your interest, even if it feels like it isn't. Continue to breathe in and breathe out, letting go of feelings of tension, stress, or worry. Feeling how good it feels just to breathe in and breathe out. And I want you to picture a desert. Blue skies, fluffy white clouds. Maybe you know it's a desert because you can see a cactus, or the shape of the landscape, or the color of the sand. And I want you to get a sense of what it takes to have power. I want you to create an image of a castle here in this desert. Quite often the kings were the warriors that won wars, and the prize of victory was that you became a ruler of the kingdom that you conquered. I want you to create an image in your mind of battles taking place long ago, where kings back then were generals and leaders, rallying their troops into battle. I want you to get a sense that the level of responsibility required to look after an army of men is immense. I want you to get a sense then, how can you have a disciplined army if you don't have a disciplined leader? As you think about the king in a castle, I want you to accept the suggestion that the power and the influence they have is not because they pursued it, It's a reflection of the responsibility and discipline they were able to create during their lifetime. What's the difference between the warrior in the battle and the king? The warrior has the ability to wield an axe or a sword, but not the level of responsibility to ensure that everyone in the army gets fed, to ensure there is clean water, to ensure the sick are healed. The warrior is driven by ego and glory, power exerted through intimidation. The leader wants to protect the army. The warrior wants to intimidate the army. I want you to imagine this castle disappears in the desert and is replaced by something much more modern as a building. Perhaps you can imagine a sports stadium. And I want you to think of a sport that you admire. And I want you to think of people that are attracted to that sport simply for fame, for influence, for validation. And the people that are drawn to it for those reasons really don't have the level of influence or impact that maybe even they would want. And then imagine those people attracted to the same sport with the highest levels of self-discipline. They'll train when no one's watching. They'll work harder to look at their weaknesses and improve them. Every failure is an opportunity to learn. Win or lose, they take responsibility. Having the attitude, if it's going to be, it's up to me. And notice that time and time and time again, those that do the best in sports are those with the highest levels of self-discipline and personal responsibility. And those that can prove their own self-discipline and their own personal responsibility are given the influence to influence the people around them. I want you to imagine seeing two identical versions of you standing side by side just there in the desert. And I want you to imagine one version is motivated through power and control, dominance and authority. And I want you to dress up that version of you like a warrior. And then I want you to imagine another version of you dressed more like a leader, isn't interested in power and control, but is obsessed about being responsible, being disciplined, doing things right. The warrior cares about what everyone else around them thinks. The leader has such high levels of self-confidence that the opinion of other people don't matter. There's a saying, lions don't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. But think of the ego-driven warrior, always needing the glory, always needing the attention, having to be in the limelight, liking to intimidate and strike fear in other people. The leader is happy to be in the background, doing what's needed, taking responsibility. The leader surrenders to the reality of the world, knowing that if they take responsibility, if they're disciplined, and if they work on important things, they will be rewarded disproportionately because so few people take that path. The warrior goes down a different path. The warrior always needs to be adored, feared, respected. The warrior has given their power away to the people around them. The leader has personal power that they keep for themselves. The warrior can be controlled by other people. The leader is in control of their own emotions, calm, composed, willing and able to handle the pressures. In order to become the leader, you have to surrender the desire to be the warrior. Or, in order to truly be the warrior, you have to take everything that comes with that. The ability to be goaded and manipulated. It's easy to trick a warrior into an early death. Just say that they're a coward and scared, and they will fall straight into the trap. They have the illusion of strength, but mentally they're weak. The leader does no such thing because they don't care about the games that other people play. So to be the warrior, you're giving up your power. To be the warrior, you're giving control of your life and your future to the people around you. Some of the highest profile warriors in the boxing ring were manipulated their whole life. I want you to get a sense that there is a choice to be made as to what you really want your life to be about. The warrior that can be tricked and manipulated, goaded and controlled. Or the leader where you are the master of your own destiny, the captain of your own ship, the king of your own castle. But in order to be the leader, you're willing to sacrifice the warrior. If you're ready to make the decision that you feel is right for you and your future, let me know by nodding your head. And I want you to see that leader dressed impeccably. See their facial expression being strong and healthy. See them full of qualities that you admire, like personal responsibility, self-discipline, and that stoic balance of controlling what they can control and accepting what they can't. And the great stoic of all, Marcus Aurelius, was famous for saying that whatever was the barrier to the way, the impediment to the way, is the only way. And perhaps the barrier that's been there all along is the very thing that you must pursue. You've been chasing power and control for years, and your body's been fighting you. But by letting go of the desire for power and control, perhaps your body will support you, empower you, encourage you. And if it feels like the same body that's been steering you away from the path of the warrior is the same body that will encourage you down the path of the leader, let me know by nodding your head. And if you're willing to step into the identity of being a leader doesn't mean that you have a tribe of people that follow you. Being a leader is starting with yourself. The decisions you make, what to focus on, what to do with your time. And by being responsible with the small things, you'll be rewarded with opportunities for bigger things, and then bigger things still. A warrior is limited in their opportunities. A leader can create their opportunities. And when you're ready to step into accepting yourself, not as a future leader, but as a leader right now, in this moment. Because who is leading your life if it isn't you? And when you're ready to step into that identity, let me know by nodding your head. And then step into that version of you. And feel immediately, having let go of the warrior, that your body can relax. Just imagine that your body is now resetting. A warrior needs to be on high alert all the time. A leader doesn't. A warrior has to be ready for a life or death situation at a moment's notice. A leader doesn't. So allow your body to adjust to this new identity. You don't have to be hypervigilant. You can slow the pace of your life and focus on choices that enable you to steer your life in the direction that you desire. Taking personal responsibility for everything in your life. What's good, what's bad, and also what needs changing. And realizing that discipline is the solution to the barrier that's been preventing you from moving forward. Tap into that feeling of discipline and personal responsibility and surrender to fate and fortune and whatever random variables life might throw at you. Only an idiot would try and control the weather. Only a tyrant would try and control the people. A leader doesn't control the people. They inspire and influence the people. And when you're ready to let go of all the baggage you've been holding through this desire to be a fighter, a warrior, and instead fully embrace this new direction in life, physically, metaphorically, you can let go of all that emotional baggage you've been carrying and feel a reconnection with a purpose, a desire to lead yourself first and others when you're ready. Let me know by nodding your head when you're ready. That's it. I want you to imagine you're now leaving the desert, but you leave the desert as a leader, leaving the warrior there to take their chances with nature. Find yourself returning to the present, taking all those resources with you. As you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, get a sense that you're aligning with this new identity, a useful, positive identity that your body no longer has to fight you on. And slowly but surely, the more personal responsibility and self-discipline that you demonstrate, the more trust you will build with your body that it is safe to empower this choice in your life. As I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you, you will awaken feeling resourceful, inspired, but also aligned with a useful, more helpful identity. And when you sleep, your body will get used to no longer needing to be on high alert anymore. Adjusting your vigilance levels to this appropriate and more useful identity. Starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.